Rub a balloon on your hair for 10 seconds, and it can cling to a wall for over an hour. No glue, no plug, nothing sticky about the rubber. Just air between the balloon and the wall. And somehow that's enough to beat gravity. Most people wave this off as static electricity, like the balloon and the wall are two magnets snapping together. That explanation is wrong, and the real one is stranger than a magnet. Let's cut it open. Everything around you is built from atoms, and atoms carry two kinds of charge. Positive protons locked in the center, negative electrons loose on the outside. Rub two different materials together, rubber against hair, and some of those loose electrons jump ship. They hop from your hair onto the balloon's surface, millions of them in an instant. Your hair, missing electrons now, turns slightly positive. The balloon, holding extra electrons, turns slightly negative. Nothing was created out of nothing. Charge just moved house. Here's where most explanations quietly go wrong. People picture the wall as positively charged too, like it's wired to a hidden battery waiting to attract the balloon. But drywall isn't plugged into anything, and paint doesn't store power. Before the balloon ever shows up, the wall is completely neutral, exactly as many positive charges as negative ones, everywhere. So if the wall truly has zero net charge, how does a charged balloon feel any pull toward it at all? The trick is that the balloon doesn't need the wall pre-charged. It charges the wall's surface itself without ever touching it. Hold the negative balloon close, and its crowd of extra electrons pushes back on the wall's own electrons, shoving them deeper inside the material. That leaves a thin skin right at the surface with fewer electrons than protons. That skin turns slightly positive, even though the wall, taken as a whole, is still exactly neutral. This rearrangement is called electrostatic induction, and it's the real engine behind the trick. The balloon and the wall never trade a single electron. The wall's total charge never changes by even a fraction. All induction does is reshuffle charges that were already sitting there. Positive charge piles up on the near surface, negative charge retreats just behind it. It isn't a magnet grabbing metal. It's closer to sorting a shuffled deck without adding one new card. Now the pull finally makes sense. The balloon's negative rubber faces a wall surface that just turned positive and opposite charges attract. That part is normal physics. Yes, the wall's negative layer sitting just behind also pushes the balloon away, and that repulsion is completely real too. But electric force fades fast with distance, and that positive layer sits only millimeters from the balloon, while the negative layer is a little farther back. Millimeters matter. The near, positive layer wins by a wide margin, and the net force is attraction. This isn't just a party trick for a birthday balloon. The exact same induction effect is what lets a laser printer grip toner powder on a blank paper, what makes plastic wrap cling stubbornly to a glass bowl, and what gives you that little shock reaching for a doorknob on a dry winter day. Every single time a charge builds up somewhere, it rearranges the charges sitting nearby, and the closer opposite charge wins the tug of war. Your balloon stuck on the wall is running the exact same physics as a photocopier. So the balloon was never glued to that wall, and the wall was never charged to begin with. Rubbing moved electrons onto the balloon's rubber. The balloon's charge induced an opposite charge right on the wall surface. And that closer, opposite charge won the tug of war against gravity. Eventually, stray charge leaks away into the air, usually within an hour, and the balloon finally drops. If you'll never look at a stuck balloon the same way again, that's exactly the point of this channel. Subscribe at Cutaway 360. We keep cutting things open.